Hi, I'm Brewster Bevis, Senior Vice President of State and Federal Affairs for Associated Industries of Florida. Welcome to another episode of AIF TV. With only 1 week remaining of the 2013 legislative session, let's take a look at the last committee stop for HB 391, which is both a legislative priority for Governor Scott and AIF. The bill would eliminate sales taxes on manufacturing equipment here in the state. AIF believes this would make Florida more competitive in attracting businesses to the state and assist in creating jobs. HB 391 is currently awaiting action on the House floor.
A major priority bill for the legislature and the governor cleared an important hurdle on April 16th. The House Economic Affairs Committee passed a bill that could lead to more jobs in Florida, especially in manufacturing.
All right, next we have Representative Magar, CS for HB 391.
In order for Florida to build an economy for the 21st century, we have got to diversify our economy. One area that would contribute an enormous amount to the state's stability and prosperity is manufacturing. Manufacturing has changed dramatically. From the old days of the Rust Belt, manufacturing, the sector right now, it's called the growth corridor, and that encompasses the Southeast and the Gulf Coast states. So why is Florida so uncompetitive in manufacturing? Because manufacturers indicated time and time again that the most important factors in deciding where to locate their business or where to expand their business, number one, access to skilled and educated workforce, and number two, a competitive cost environment. Costs are sales taxes, and we are the only state in the South that applies its full sales tax to manufacturing machinery and equipment. We need to give manufacturing the climate to grow, and that will complement our funding and reform in education and our commitment to expanded infrastructure such as ports.
It was clear that members of the committee saw merit in the idea and supported the bill.
Today in the United States, there's 600,000 jobs available in the manufacturing sector. These are good paying jobs. The question is where are they going to be located? Do we want them here in the state where we can provide the competitive edge, or do we want them to move somewhere else? I encourage you to please vote for this bill because it just puts us on par. It's not about giving some business a great advantage or putting money in their pocket. It simply makes us competitive with other industry around the southeastern region and in other parts of the United States.
The manufacturing tax incentive here that we're talking about is absolutely key to making sure our manufacturing business is successful, and with that, I support your bill.
It's fundamental, especially for blue collar, other type of industries, the guys that don't have an opportunity in the state. We've got to do everything we can for them.
We have some incredible advantages, and I think your policy gives us just a little bit more of a play in the game to be effective in recruiting these businesses.
33 total projects over the past few years came into the United States. 24 of those projects, representing $37 billion and 29,000 jobs, decided to relocate to the Southeast. Okay, 24 of those projects. Not one came to the state of Florida. We need to change this. We need to grow our climate for job growth here in the state, and I appreciate your vote. Thank you.
By your vote, show House Bill 391 approved favorably.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Committee.
Next, we take a look at a bill signing with Governor Scott for a monumental piece of education legislation. The bill, SB 1076, will help better prepare students for entering the workforce. For far too long, AIF members have seen a gap in an available skilled workforce. This bill will help close that gap.
The legislation we are signing today takes steps to make sure our students have the skills for the jobs of the 21st century, ensure they can effectively compete for the jobs in a global economy. First, this legislation creates a pathway to a diploma that can be meaningful for students going to a college or a career. Second, this legislation requires Florida's adult education students to complete action steps to employment, which will help accelerate their employment. Third, this legislation also requires financial literacy to be taught so students have a better understanding of the risk of debt.
This legislation is a model for America in that it makes sure that we embed into our curriculum those job skills and those attributes that are necessary for students to walk off the graduation stage and get real jobs in the real economy. A bicameral and bipartisan effort which I believe will move us forward to meet the governor's goal that Florida will be first.
Nothing more seminal, more important than the education of our children. And what this bill does is it transforms our education system from our K through 12 system on how you get a degree in Florida and the requirements that are associated with it, to what you do and what type of university you go to and the quality of degree that you're going to get in our universities. It is transformational.
There are 600,000 open jobs nationally, about 10% of those in Florida today that are high wage, high skilled, that go unfilled because the education system simply often doesn't meet the needs. So when you hear employers talking about importing workers from other states or even internationally, you recognize that there is this skilled workforce gap. This bill addresses that. Thanks to the leadership of the House and the Senate, we're going to fill those jobs. We're going to keep those students home. We're going to have high wages and high rewards for the state. And thank you for the leadership for making this possible.
Having someone of Speaker Feeney's stature representing such a great organization, widespread all over the state of Florida on this issue, ties together education, business, industry, free market, and economic development. That was a powerful message he brought forth on behalf of AIF today.
For the first time, here we are turning around to be able to invest in an area like this. I think it's going to have a tremendous impact on industries and corporations in Florida and make sure that we're the place that those industries go when they want to match up with the talent of a university.
AIF represents many different lines of industries. One industry alone is the manufacturing industry in Florida. There are some 60,000 jobs that manufacturers have that are high wage, high pay, that are great jobs that simply are going unfulfilled because we don't have the appropriate skilled workforce. So when Governor Scott and President Gaetz and when Speaker Weatherford can get together and match up some job certifiable skills as part of a high school degree with the needs that the business community has, it's great for education and it's great for the jobs and economy future of Florida.
Well, that ends this episode of AIF TV. For more information on all bills we are tracking, please visit www.aif.com.